one of the fastest developing regions in the world, next to China, which was discussed earlier, is clearly the Gulf countries, which can acquire huge wealth thanks to the oil and natural gas found in the region. In order to coordinate the region's economy, an integration similar to the European Union was created under the name of the Gulf Cooperation Council. But what are the biggest mega projects here? In this video, from Dubai across Saudi Arabia, we take a look at the largest structures in the GCC. Number 10. Sabah Al Ahmad Sea. If I show you this structure, you can probably tell that it is the artificial island called Palm Jumeirah in Dubai. As you can see, this one was built in the sea. But what if we built a similar one on land? Kuwait decided to build one, and for roughly $2 billion. Most of it has already been completed, but two more stages of the project, which is otherwise being realized in several phases, are still left, so it can be completely completed by 2030. By the way, like the Palm Island in Dubai, there are also luxury properties here, each with its own stretch of beach. By the way, there were many engineering challenges to do this, primarily because it was necessary to organize the appropriate water movements with dams and water lifts. There was a similar problem with the Jumeirah Island in Dubai, where after the construction of the island it damaged the straight section of the road. Number 9. Dubai Creek District. The tallest building in the world is the Burj Khalifa. Several countries in the region have already tried to break this record, but we will talk about these attempts later. The Burj Khalifa is 828 meters high, but in 2016, Dubai decided to build a much higher building, the Dubai Creek Tower. Construction started in 2017, but stopped in 2020 due to the coronavirus. But this year, the demand for strangulation arose again. In March 2024, construction continued, and in April Mohammed Al Abrar came up with a new project, the plan of which includes a lower creek tower. If everything goes as it is now, it could be completed by 2025. A new city will also be built around the tower, while on top of the tower will be a panorama that will offer a full 360-degree view of Dubai and the desert. Number 8. Sharq Crossing. Sharq Crossing is a large-scale infrastructure project in Qatar that includes 3 iconic bridges and tunnels connecting different parts of Doha under Doha Bay. The project aims to reduce traffic congestion, improve the city's transport network and enrich Doha's cityscape with modern, spectacular architectural elements. The planned bridges attract attention with their spectacular, futuristic appearance, while the tunnels will stretch under the sea. Sharq Crossing is an ambitious development that contributes to Qatar's long-term transport and urban development strategy. The project will be realized with about $12 million, probably in the next decade. Number 7. Al Maktoum International Airport. Maybe in the future there will be a video where I show the biggest airport projects, but one of the biggest airport megaprojects in the world is being built in Dubai, which will be Al Maktoum Airport. The city's current airport is exposed to huge traffic year after year, making it necessary to build a new airport. Especially since the majority of people traveling from Europe to Asia transfer to another flight in the region, so Dubai World Central Airport will be particularly important. A part of it with 1 runway has already been completed, but in the future they want to build more terminals, better transport facilities and 4 more runways. In 2024, a new design was adopted for the airport, and according to the latest data, the $35 billion airport is planned to be handed over by 2034. Number 6. Jeddah Economic City. As I mentioned, I am also showing a skyscraper project that aims to create the tallest building in the world. One such is the Jeddah Tower, or Jeddah Economic City in full, in Saudi Arabia. Within the framework of the project, a 1-kilometer high skyscraper is planned to be built, with a part of the city worth around $20 billion. They started building it in 2013, but it was unexpectedly stopped in 2017, and now they would continue it again. And according to the latest data, after a new tender was issued for the project in September 2023, it could be completed by 2030. The 5 million square meter project will house around 300,000 people. In addition, a new plaza will be located at the bottom of the Jeddah Tower, and offices, restaurants and hotels will also be found in the new megacity. Number 5. Mustar City. Mustar City will be an experimental neighborhood in Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, not far from Zayed Airport. More precisely, it was announced in 2006, and a few sections of it are already ready today. But it cannot be fully completed until after 2030. In 2023, it had 15,000 inhabitants, and they want to increase this number. These are primarily apartments and apartments, but in the center of Mustar City there is also a university and other research centers. The city also operates personal rapid transit, unique in the world, which currently has 2 stations and can be used to approach the visitor center. They would also like to expand this in the future. They want 50,000 inhabitants in the next 10 years. The construction of the city will cost $22 billion. Number 4. Lusail City. In 2022, the FIFA World Cup was held in Qatar. For this occasion the country built huge investments, from stadiums to the expansion of the metro network, to a new city called Lusail City. Although most of the city has been completed, including a new hotel, there are still a few parts to go, including a tram network that is currently only operating on a limited basis. The area of the city is 38 square kilometers, and with a population of approximately 200,000 people, it is the 3rd most populous city in the country. It will probably be finally completed in the next couple of years, but almost all the planned projects have already been realized. Number 3. King Abdullah Economic City. The next project is being built in the Middle East in Saudi Arabia, or rather, it is almost ready. In order to reduce dependence on oil, the country has built significant projects in recent years, and we are still talking about them today. This project is being built north of the country's 2nd largest city, Jeddah, and aims to create a new city with ports, a large economy, factories, housing, real estate, recreation centers and more to boost the economy. The city is 173 square kilometers in size and can be fully completed by 2030 with a budget of $100 billion. Although the Keep project is ambitious, its progress has been slower than expected. Although significant infrastructural improvements have been made and some parts are already operational, the completion of the entire city may still take years. Number 2. GCC Railway. The GCC Railway is the world's largest transport project, which is intended to connect the countries of the region with a high-speed railway, thereby facilitating the movement of goods and people between the Gulf countries. The total length of the network is planned to be 2,200 kilometers when it is completed in the coming years. Although this railway touches all countries in the region, it connects the states of the United Arab Emirates within the framework of Etihad Rail. Thus, the first section is already in operation and functions as a freight carrier, but soon the other sections will also be handed over. Construction is challenging because it has to be built in the desert, so countries such as China, who have built railways in the desert before, are helping. In addition, the trains are also equipped with special functions for safe transportation. It will cost $200 billion. Number 1. NEOM. This project is also being built in Saudi Arabia, even further north than the aforementioned KAF project. NEOM is a megastructure consisting of 5 megaprojects designed to improve tourism in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The main project is NEOM, which is planned to be a 170-kilometer-long, 500-meter-high city between the Red Sea and the Jordan Mountains, although some say the line will be much shorter than that. The other large-scale project, Magna, includes smaller towns, hotels, and exotic locations along the Gulf of Aqaba. Oxagon will be a pentagonal floating industrial city in the Red Sea with ports and apartments, and Sindila will be a luxury island in the Red Sea, which could be completed as early as next year. Truyina will be ready for the Asian Winter Games in 2029, and they are supposed to create a luxury sports complex and city in the mountains. These were the largest projects in the Middle Eastern countries. Which was your favorite project from the ones you saw? Write it in the comments, and if you want to see more content like this, support our channel by subscribing. Thanks for watching, see you in the next time.